Alright guys, this is Jonathan with Angry MTGO doing a Gatecrash 4322 draft. This will probably be my last video until Dragon's Maze comes out because I'm really excited for that and I want to start casting that. So quickly here, since we've got a few seconds left looking at this first pack, we've got a Biomass Mutation, pretty strong if we're going to go Simic. Got a Frilled Oculus in here. Kingpin's Pet looks to be probably the strongest card here. I don't know if I want to commit to two colors though. So I'm actually just going to take the Daring Skyjack and pass this pack. And we'll see what we get past. So we get past a really nice Simic card here in Cloudfin Raptor. And I do apologize, I slightly lost my voice, so I'm sure you can hear that. We could pick up the Executioner Swing, but we did pass that Kingpin's Pet in the previous pack, which was probably the right pick there, so probably shouldn't have picked the Skyjack. Looking at what I got down here, a lot of good Simic cards, not just the one Orzhov card, so I kind of want to start leaning towards Simic. So Rust Scarab's pretty good. I'm going to pick up the Cloudfin Raptor, though. And we immediately get past a Shamble Shark, Metropolis Sprite, things that evolve our dudes pretty well. It looks like Orzhov is getting picked a little bit here. But I'm definitely going to take the Shamble Shark. And continuing on with our packs here, we got a Burst of Strength, which I like. I do like it in the deck. Unexpected results, not good for limited. So I think Burst of Strength is probably our pick here if we're going to go Simic, which we may be doing. Not sure yet. I always like to try to stay open through my first four picks. And just pick the strongest cards. So this over here should probably be a Kingpin's Pet instead of a Daring Skyjack, so it's kind of a mispick on my part. But we really weren't looking at any bomb rares. So playing Simic, so we got a foil Dimir Guildgate, not going to help us in Simic. Vizkopa Confessor, which is an okay Orzhov card. Aetherize, I really like actually. Clinging Enemies, just okay. But it does evolve our dudes, which is kind of important. But I actually like Aetherize a lot better, so I'm going to pick that up. Clinging Enemies tend to table a lot, so we may end up getting one of those back. Dimir Charm, pretty strong if we want to go into that. Verdant Haven, also good for any fixing we might do. And the Keymaster Rogue, which is decent because it can bounce itself to evolve your guys. It's just kind of expensive to do so. So, interesting pick here. I could pick up a Millennial Gargoyle over a Keymaster Rogue, but I think Keymaster Rogue just has more utility since it's unblockable for the same mana cost. Though I do like Dimir Charm, but I'm going to take the Keymaster Rogue, I think. We could take the Hindervines, which I've never seen played, so probably not. So we'll go with the Keymaster Rogue. And at least stay blue. And then we get a Shamble Shark for pick 7, which is quite nice. We'll just note that we're passing a Scar Guildmage here. Leyline Phantom, probably the easiest pick here for us, since it evolves our dudes. And then I will take the Scan Clab Charger as well. Alright, so not much left here, kind of in the dregs. I don't think any of these cards are really playable, so we're just going to take the green card to kind of influence our neighbors to tell them that green is not open. Forced Habitation might be played, so I'm going to take that, though it doesn't really work well with the Evolve mechanic. Psychic Strike's pretty good. So is Cartel Aristocrat, so I'm going to take the 2-drop away from an Orzhov player. We'll take a Hydro Form, probably not going to play it though. And we're probably not playing our Daring Skyjack. That's okay. I wish that was the Frilled Oculus. I could have taken that Frilled Oculus, pick 1. It would have been really nice. That's alright. So, looking at our deck here, probably not going to play the Forced Adaptation or the Hydro Form. So, definitely just want to keep picking up good creatures and 2-drops here. Alright, so that's pack 1. So, let's see what we open up in pack 2. Always the most exciting part. And we get a Biovisionary, which is just not a great rare. It's just a 2/3 for 3 essentially, since we're not going to own 4 of them. So what else do we have? We have another Keymaster Rogue we could take. Really, this pack is just not good for Simic. It's great for Boros with the Madcap skills and a True Fire Paladin. It's got a Balustrade Spry and a white. Honestly, I'm just going to probably, let's see here, probably hate a True Fire Paladin as I don't want to play 2 Leyline Phantoms. We could take the Verdant Haven for fixing. And I really don't know if it's the right call to be hating this early, but nothing in this pack for us other than really a Verdant Haven, which I'm probably not going to play right now. We could play it. I guess the correct decision is to take something you could play, but I'm going to be a little immature and take that True Fire Paladin. Okay, so for us, we get a Clinging in enemies, and that's all we get. There's a lot of great stuff in here for Gruul, just not Simic, so I'm wondering if the players to our right is a Simic player, but we'll take the enemies and see what else we get past. And again, Simic is just not getting what we need here, and Agoraphobia is okay. But maybe I should start moving into Boros. We do have the Daring Skyjack and the True Fire Paladin. I just think it's too late to really start going into Boros, but so I'm going to take the Agoraphobia then. Alright, there we go. That's what I want to see quite easily. Instead of a Rapid Hybridization, take another Cloudfin Raptor. And then we get a Krasis. So it looks like those first few packs were just not great for Simic. Holy Mantle is great. Gift of Orzhova is great. So I kind of wish I was in white looking at this pack, but we're going to take the Krasis quite easily. And there's a second Holy Mantle. That is huge. Too bad you just can't splash white for this card since it costs 2 white. It's just too expensive. Man, we could have really been making a sick Boros deck. I think Boros was so heavily overdrafted that people just aren't drafting Boros now. Possibly. Kind of a whiplash effect there, that now it's underdrafted. That might be new, though. That might be something to look at when you guys are drafting now here so late in this format. I'm going to take the Snapjaw. It's because it's in our colors. And here's a nice another Krasis, which is going to easily be our pick since it has evasion. Alright, so Totally Lost, or the 2-drop, and I'm just going to take the 2-drop, because if we can get a counter on that, it can do some good work. Alright, so that pack was much better for us. See, and look, the Biovisionary came back. I'm actually just going to take it and run it as a 3-drop, which is fine, as it will evolve most all of our guys. So we're doing okay. We're at 14 creatures. I like that creature count so far. I guess we'll take the most playable card here, which is the Crackling Perimeter. Just kidding. It's either Furious Resistance or the Whip, but it really doesn't matter. So I'll cut a trick. And that is a super late Executioner swing, which we will cut. Okay, so again, so that's pretty much the end of these packs. Just cutting the most playable cards that are getting passed. Based on what was passed, I'm wondering if somebody else is in Simic right now, but we'll see. It's an okay Simic deck for now. I'd like to get some more bombs in there. If we could open up a Biovision, or not a Biovisionary, the Master Biomancer, that would be amazing. Instead we opened up Aurelia's Fury. Well, like I said, Boros would be pretty sweet to go on, because that card, is that worth any tickets? Let's look. I mean, it is a mythic. How do you spell that? Aurelia's. Oh, it is worth 3.6 tickets. Well, it would pay for this kind of draft here, or should I take the Krakenura? Well, again, I'm going to be bad and take the Mythic. And see what else we get past here. So, Urban Evolution or another Cloudfin Raptor. See, the Cloudfin Raptors aren't going to evolve each other. whereas an urban evolution could help us really get ahead. But again, I'm just going to take a Cloudfin Raptor to increase our chances of drawing one when we get on our opening turns. I'm going to take the Simic Charm here, pretty strong. Definitely getting some decent Simic signals now. So we got another Shamble Shark or a Sage's Road Denizen, and I think we want the Shark just because it's a 2-drop. Hey, there's another unexpected results. Here, I'm going to take the Sage's Road Denizen as it evolves our guys. And then here, I actually really like Gridlock. I've won a few games with just this card because it really kind of surprises the opponent. If you're racing, you can get a whole additional turn of damage in with them not getting damage in, essentially, when you tap their creatures beforehand. So I'm going to take the Gridlock there pretty happily. I don't think we'll play a second Keymaster Rogue, but it's the most playable card in this pack. So definitely getting enough playables here. And that is a late Biomass Mutation, which I will take and play because I've won with that card before as well. On a previous cast, which you've probably seen. Snapjaw here, I think is our pick since we just want as many creatures as we can when we play Simic. Yeah, I'm liking this because we got 18 creatures. I may have to cut some cards here. We're already at 24. We'll see what we get passed back. Definitely not going to get that Krakenura back. Somebody else already picked that up, obviously. I just was not a big boy, and I, picked the card that was worth 3.5 tickets. Naturalize for the sideboard. We definitely have dudes with evasion, which is nice here. Couple Krasis, 3 Cloudfin Raptors, 2 Keymaster Rogues. So I think evasion's going to be kind of our way to victory here. With the Biomass Mutation and Gridlock kind of is some good tricks to get damage in. So we have a nice evasive Simic deck. We'll just cut the Act of Treason because that card is annoying to play against since there was nothing there for us. And hey, oh no, event. Alright. We'll cut the Death's Approach, the conditional removal. The Nav Squad Commandos is the most playable one there. Alright, so not really any picks there left for us. That's fine. We have enough playables. Just barely. So it looks like we have to make one cut. It'll probably be the Burst of Strength is my guess, but we'll take a look at it here. Plan here is to curve out as best we can, which is the plan you should always have when you play Simic. So I really want to take a good hard look at our curve and to make sure that we can play the cards we're playing are going to add a lot of value. Alright, so didn't really get a lot of good green cards, so that's fine. Definitely some good Shamble Sharks, Simic Charm, probably all these. So what do you know, that's 23 right there. If I cut the Burst of Strength, it's going to put... We got the nice Aurelia's Fury over here on the sideboard. Pretty sweet card. Alright, we'll sort by converted mana cost. So, pulling out our stuff here. Agoraphobia may not be what we want in the deck. I may want the Burst of Strength instead. As it puts a counter on our guys, and it's just a pretty good trick. We definitely have a lot of creatures, which I like. Yeah, we got 18 creatures, so this is really good for Simic. The thing is, I just want to make sure that we can curve out well. I'm thinking that I may not want to run 2 Keymaster Rogues, as I really don't want to be returning these guys to my hand. So I'm going to pull the Keymaster Rogue for a Burst of Strength, and call that good. So let's add our non-basic, or our land of the cool art. And then see what they want to add. So they want 10 blue and 7 green. Yeah, we're definitely a lot higher on the blue, and blue is where our 1-drops are at. Green is actually later, except for the stuff here. So I'm going to go, 9-8, I think is good. So, let's see here. Yeah, so we got 9 blue sources, 8 green sources. And that should be enough to be playing our guys. So This will be our deck, 40-40, 17 lands, 17 creatures, and I'll see you guys in round 1.